What's that? Stuff makes me laugh. It's like makes me remember watching the Little Rascals and the Three Stooges. And actually, cut. Depending on what this guy's doing, we're gonna have to cut. Well, the trip to Georgetown to get Amy's present was a bust. The girl, I told her I'd let her know when I could head there. So I mean, I'm not saying it's her fault. Oh, about an hour ago, I told her it'd be this afternoon. Might be morning. You know, phone started ringing. I got busy. It's wild when you work for yourself with people doing absolutely nothing to the phone don't quit ringing. But anyway, so let her know when I head that way, and where I was at was kind of over that way. So I told her I'm heading that way. If you're gonna be a minute, you know, I ain't obligating you to be there when I'm there. I'm just heading that way. It wasn't 10 minutes from her. And so she came in. She said it's going to be a while. She's at her dad's, which I dig at. I'm like, can we meet tomorrow? Try to tomorrow then. So now I got to keep the whole surprise for Amy under my hat for another day. Because she said, the girl told me she had to do it by 3, and I thought, man, this will be like, you know, pitching and burning down. Anyway. This is Georgetown Paris Road. Right in between Georgetown and Paris is a little four-way stop called Centerville. Midway's cousin. Tell you what, it's as muggy as it looks. I don't know if you can see it, kind of, it's like everything's kind of dull, like there's a haze, but it's not really a haze. Kind of like one of those, at any moment, like, all the clouds are going to turn black. We're going to get it. Put it this way, but it's like yes, somebody somewhere today is going to get it. It's going to build up a thunderhead and dump somewhere. You ever think about how many trillions gallons of water are floating over your head all the time? Yeah. And heat holds that moisture up there. I'm still trying to figure it out. Well, I understand how it works. It's just like, that's a lot of weight. And they're wondering how they moved the blocks for the pyramids. That much water can be held over our head by heat. You can move it in blocks some way. See what I'm saying? it's not center. I think we only got 5 miles to the bypass in Paris from it. Something like that. It's not far. We're not going that far. We're going to turn off on the whole road here in a minute, cut through the country and go someplace. This road, they moved all the fences back and widened this to make it safer. There wasn't no place to pull off. And Toyota's over in Georgetown, so it gets a ton of to and from traffic all day, every day. Especially at rush hours, you know, when shifts get off. They did all this stuff, and we was under the belief it was supposed to be a 4-lane road. So I understand they's going to do this. Why didn't they leave the other 2-lane road? Leave it and then put a, you know, this one, you know, one in next to it. Hold on. Every road we're on, there's a horse farm. If I'm in the country, horse farm. There's a lot of horse farms that are out of business now. You might see some horses up here. Like Dr. Doolittle. Tell you what, that shade's not a lot cooler. That felt good. Thanks, Bliss. Welcome to Kentucky. I was going to say, he must be going to turn somewhere. Started getting a lot bigger quick. Slow down, light a cigarette. Alright. It's coming down that little straight stretch right there in this space. There in my Jeep. And there was a Ford Escape in front of me, and it was like kind of following the bull, jogging up the right side between the road and the fence. And I pulled up on to the left of her, and it was like it was one of my buddy's girlfriends, and I'm like, wow, the bull was bigger than the Jeep, way bigger. I know it had to weigh more. They're going to supersize some bitches. So I come up here and told these people, I'm like, you know who owns this bull? They're like, what bull? I said, big bull. You can't miss it. So they knew who to get hold of. But once a bull or horse gets out on this road, it's kept right, you know, you can't cut across country really. A lot of the roads. Not as many as it used to be, but a lot of the roads have fence on both sides of the road. And if you see trees in a line on an old farm and stuff, like hackberries, like what's growing maybe down this tree line on the right, you never cut a tree below 5 feet unless you want to buy a new chain because you're going to cut through fence. That's what, I guess that's what they planted for permanent fence poles. Any tree really, but I mean as far as all these hackberries right here on the left. The mill had started taking hackberry for whitewood because there's no more ash left. You know, the hackberries wavy green in the middle of it. Even the straight pieces, right in the center. I see where it says beautiful things, man. That's why I shared it. I ain't even lucky. See, that wire fence is where they're growing corn this year, it looked like. It used to be a bunch in the back of it. Like this at one time was a horse farm. Nick Narr, there's another big family farm around called Rankin Farms. My wife pointed out to me one day, it's Rankin spelled backwards, Nick Narr. It was one of the kids or something. But actually that wire fence with the board across the top costs more than a 4-plank fence. That's all I've heard is the board across the top is the most expensive you can get. Then they went to planting these, I don't know if they're burning bushes or whatever on the left. There's a lot of horse farms got them. I'll get up. Thought we was going to eat buzzard there for a second. Both windows down. Buzzards are wild. If you ever shoot at one, make sure you hit it, because they will puke all over you. They will dive bomb your ass and then whatever dead shit they've been eating, it's all over you. They ain't hardly nothing to them. You can blow half, it looks like half your feathers come out in midair. So, I ain't shot none since I was a kid. I'm just saying. Been through all that experience. You get sprayed by a skunk, don't bother with all the lemon juice, tomato juice, it's just to make a mess. If I have to choose between two, I'd say lemon juice. Somebody's going to insist, but just because it smells better. Can't stand it. I was on a dirt bike one time, I got sprayed by a skunk. The smell of skunk don't bother me, but I mean, it made my eyes water. Mom used to leave her bedroom windows open at night in the summer. We lived out in the country anyway, down 1,000-foot up road, so. And at night, skunks come in the dog food dish if they ain't get put up, and the dogs catch them up there, and then you get woke up, Mom's coming through the house, shutting windows, trying to gagging and stuff. She couldn't handle it. You know, it just wasn't bothering her. Eyes watering. Skunks don't smell like they used to. They usually get dead, whatever. Run over. It's like 8 out of 10 skunks, it seems like, don't smell when you hit them. I hit one day, and then of course a customer called me, can you come by my house before Saturday? They pull up, and then their eyes are watering. And I was like, did you hit a skunk? The guy tried with me, he's like, you hit it on purpose. I don't know, it cracks me up to see people's response and passion. See when you hit one. It's like, the smell of skunk on that one was so strong, it was, you know, it was strong. Gary, like, then he goes to rolling down the window. I'm like, what are you doing? There's more of that out there. Then he's rolling the window back up. Then he's rolling the window back down. Good plan. Now, we're coming into Paris. This goes right across Paris Pike into my road. It's like that little brick house neighborhood in everybody's town across the country, I'm sure. That was built in the late 50s, 60s, 70s. 80s got into the sided houses more. But that's what's on the left. Bedford Acres. Like always, on the right, little farmhouses. Those houses probably built, I'd say, after World War II, maybe. I don't know. Okay, off to the left you'll see a long time ago it was the high school. Now it's the junior high, and the high school's the new building that sits out behind it. Over there. I just got to realize y'all wasn't looking at the same thing I was. You're looking at the Board of Education building. School bus garage right back there. Try to be a good tour guide. Once this light turns green, I got probably 60 seconds and I'm home. Amy it didn't take her long to what quote mark used to, but she moved in. When she started coming over my house, she already noticed it. When she was living there, she's like, when do people stop honking? I'm like, if they're going by at 2 in the morning, they know me, I'd honk going by their house. So now it's like somebody honks and we're both inside, and it's like you wave. Okay, looks like the garbage run. Thanks to mowing the yard. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for riding. Bye-bye.